Alright, and we are back to our next episode of Sherlock Holmes, continuing a big case that I stopped in the middle of and have no clue what we're doing. So, well, you know, I'm just gonna just roll with it. Yeah, for some reason every time I like restart or something like that, it always spawns me outside the camp. You know, not like inside the camp like a normal game would, but whatever. Anyway, so far as I remember, I think we have to find... Wait. You can't do anything with my conclusion. I need to talk with the camp supervisor, Ronald Harlow, and tell him about my finding. Wait, is it that dude or... Nah, it can't be that guy, right? Maybe it's just Counter.
You're the one who tended to our man's wounds. I thank you greatly. The police didn't allow us to help him.
The police will leave you alone now. I've proven to them that the man who came into the camp died due to his own foolishness.
Thank you for standing up for us. But nobody would help us without a reason. You're here because you want something.
Yes, I do. I need to speak with the girl drawn here.
The dead man came for her too. He wanted to take the girl away, but we won't allow her to be hurt again. What do you want from Nayla?
Nayla. She was hurt some time ago. I'm here to find the people who did this and bring them to justice. And to find them, I need Nayla's help. Will you let me speak to her?
Justice. There's no justice on this land. But you helped us, so maybe your words are not empty. You can speak to Nayla, if she wants it. But I will be watching you.
Hello, Nayla? My name is Sherlock. I know someone hurt you. I am here to help. I'm trying to find the people involved and bring them to justice. Please. There is a photograph, and I'm sorry, it is terrible, but I simply must ask. Where did this happen? What can you tell me about these people? Christ, Sherlock. Nayla, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at this.
You come here for me, but you are rude and cruel and condescending. A cross. The man had this cross. Now go away. Leave us be. I do not need another white man's help.
Okay, cool. Thank you, I guess.
Ooh, glad that wasn't me.
Not my best work, John, by a long shot. Nayla doesn't want us meddling. I'm starting to wonder what this all achieves.
But she helped you anyway. Now we know that maniac's face and the cross he wore, we can still catch him.
Alright, let's go to the Mind Palace, because the screen will not stop blasting. Oh my gosh. Okay, wow. We have a lot of things. I do remember how to... I do remember what we're doing here. Okay then. Thug didn't hurt the girl. Thug was armed, defending himself against the refugees, but he did not harm the woman. Okay. Nicola drew cross-shaped baths on the filer's chest. Nicola is the woman from the photographs. African refugee, blah blah. Thug tried to drag the girl away. Ooh, that might be this. Yep. Thug wanted to kidnap the girl. The thug came to the camp intending to kidnap a woman. He had the opportunity to kill her, but that wasn't his goal. Alright, let's go ahead and look at this real quick. So the thief wanted to photograph, but instead killed him in self-defense. The visitor's intention might have been locate a terrible photo. It's just like multiple crimes, like all coming together. Shit, this is like really flipping my brain around right now. Damn. Alright. Suzuki, a cross-shaped badge. Quote was header, man's in the fingernail. That might go together. Yep. The thug also visited Vogel's gallery. The dead man from the refugee camp was the same person who had broken into Vogel's gallery. Okay. So the gallery thief was in Mauricio's flat. If you don't remember who Mercurio's flat was, he, basically he was the guy who who died in his own apartment that we went and saw. Anyways, so then the thug went to visit the gallery, and then he was the same thug that tried to kidnap the girl. Henchman, but not merely a thief. He's not merely a thief, but also a kidnapper. A henchman who takes on various roles, and henchmen usually have bosses, do they not? Photograph violation. Oh, and that went together. The defiler is a high-ranking official. Badges such as these are usually awarded to high-ranking officials. The defiler from the photograph might be one. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. All right. Wow, this is becoming more. I don't know. It's you know, things are getting more sus. So, apparently it seems that we still have a couple more things to look for around the camp. Camp tutor's tattoo. Man found inside the refugee camp had a distinctive tattoo on his neck, 2 lines over one another with a point at the top. This man did not come here by chance. He is a very important thread in this case, and the tattoo might help me pull it. Okay, so we're gonna have to get to the library and figure this guy out. So, if he's an high-ranking official, then that means that he's probably gonna be not in this area. He's definitely not gonna be at church or the theater. Okay, would it be at the Corona Chronicle or the City Hall? I mean, again, like I do remember the last time we tried looking for this guy, we had to go to the Chronicles and not the City Hall. So I guess that's where we're going next. All right. Thank you, sir.
At least some of your kind have a hat. Thank you again.
All right. I guess I could get some questions out of this, if that's what that thing means.
At least some of your kind have a hat. Thank you again.
I guess we could try talking to these guys.
You still here?
Yep, I still have plenty of evidence. Holy crap. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Your problem, not mine.
The intruder has a most peculiar tattoo on his neck, 2 lines and a point. Do you know anything about it?
You really want to know, kid? Why? You want to play a policeman or something?
I'm sure you have it in your records, so it won't hurt if I have it in mine.
In my records, it's just a tattoo, as it should be in yours. Ah, to hell with you. Suit yourself as to what you're going to do with it. Off the record, though, such tattoos are often connected to a man named Mr. Nicola Bernadotti.
Bernadotti, you say?
A respectable businessman in Scalario. His company imports goods and wines, and smuggles everything that can be smuggled between the colonies and the mainland. His people can be identified by an obscure tattoo, just like the one over there our friend has. But these are all merely rumors, you see. If Mr. Bernadotti was a criminal, he'd be in prison now. Or hanged, right?
Sure. Okay. Well, this is all coming together nice and dandy now. I mean, I think the obvious has just been stated right there.
Sherry, wait. You might want to settle all the matters in the camp before leaving. You probably won't be coming back here anytime soon.
Alright. What else do we have? What's going on in the refugee camp? Okay, so I still got people to talk to.
I owe you a lot, Mr. Holmes.
You're disturbing a hornet's nest here, son.
Right. So I guess I still got people to talk to here. I doubt I...
Can I ask you a question?
They often take us from the camps to work. Most don't mind, though. It's the only way we get a glimpse of freedom.
Okay, so according to the refugees, some shady people regularly visit the camp and take refugees away with them to perform various work. The work is usually hard, but the refugees receive money and food. The girl was abused after she was supposedly taken to such work. Since then, the refugees decided not to allow their woman to be taken.
So there's a smuggling ring in the camp. This wasn't the first time that someone freely entered the camp to take a refugee out.
At least it was certainly his last time. My gut tells me that we'll learn more about this ring when we find out where the thug came from.
Alright, John, I think we got everything. You happy now?
There are still matters we can settle before leaving the camp.
Okay. So what else do we have?
Do you know anything about this?
Sorry. We don't see much here.
Can tell me about him and find. Okay.
You're disturbing a hornet's nest here, son.
Is it this guy?
I owe you a lot,
Nope.
Mr. Holmes.
Well, I guess. Oh wait, maybe I can talk to this dude actually.
At least some of your
Nope.
kind have a heart.
Time
Thank
for a
you.
brain surge. I don't know what John was talking about, but I think we got everything because it did say that all evidence collected. So
Cordona. The treasures await you. Collect them all and return.
I remember starting that quest. Yeah, I don't think we'll be doing that. That sounds like it's gonna be taking like hours to do. Alright. So now we're at the city hall where, like I said, I believe is where we need to go. Since this guy is high ranking official. Wrong room. Oh, it's probably on the other side, actually. Yep, here we go. Alright. Now I'm ready. So, let's see. So, we do know that this guy is, I believe, is an official. Right now. It is Scalario, correct? I believe this guy is Scalario. Nailed it! Thomas Norton profile. Thomas Norton, born 1840 in London, graduated from the University of Oxford in 1864. In 1869, started working at the Home Office as a secretary. In 1875, took a position as a military commissioner in India. Honored by the Queen herself with the Order of the Bath in 1877. 1st March 1878, he was appointed as the British envoy in Cordona with his own cabinet in the city hall. Right. So we got our suspect profile now. Cabin intruder's tattoo. I do not believe we are going to find out what that is. I believe if we're gonna look for a tattoo. Yeah, maybe we could. According to my smartness and not this guide I have here, because I got to talk to this man right here.
If you're here on matters of signing up for military service, come back tomorrow. Our department needs to straighten out some business.
Boy, it looks like he hasn't slept in days. Yep, red eyes, didn't sleep last night. Ah, okay. I think we know who this is. Close. Oh, come on now. That's just too obvious. Alright. So red eyes, didn't sleep last night. Facial hair, no time to shave. Order of the bath, well worn, never removed. Rumple close, days at work late. Red stain. wine. The odor of the bath looks quite worn. The man is proud of it and never takes it off. The red stain on his wrist indicates that he has recently drank wine. His clothes are wrinkled. Wait, how many people drink wine and get wine on their hands? I mean, alright. His clothes are wrinkled. He barely bothers to shave. His red eyes indicates he must suffer from insomnia. Okay. It looks like as if he lives within a nightmare, attempting to rid himself of his terrible memories of past mistakes. In other words, he's drunk. Apparently, that's what the thing said. A red wine stain on his wrist and his unshaven face indicate a lazy attitude towards his duty. The odor of the bath looks quite worn. The man is proud of it and never takes it off. Wrinkled clothes and red eyes may mean that he didn't return home last night. Instead of work, this man rather lose himself in depravity and alcohol. You know, sometimes people do have to work hard to get to where they need to be, but if I'm correct about this dude, I would think he's probably a party goer. Ah, fuck it.
Why are you staring at me like I'm a Madame Tussauds figure? Didn't you hear what I just said?
On my way here, I was wondering whether you might regret what you did. I tried my best to retain at least a shred of faith in humanity. I had hoped that you would hear her scream, see her face in your dreams, or at least once ask yourself how Naylor might feel.
Who?
Neither of my hopes were fulfilled.
Why are you here?
I can just straight up punch him in the face. Nah, I'm not gonna do that yet. To listen to what you say, to send you to justice, or the photo. Yeah.
Do you recognize this man?
We definitely look alike. But you have the wrong person.
Really? Then you won't mind if I pass this along to the newspaper?
All right. All right. Is this about money, as you said in the letter? What kind of sum are we talking about?
I've never written a single word to you. Bribery, not my style.
So, that letter, it wasn't from you?
Well, it appears that more and more people in the city are finding out about your despicable hobby, doesn't it? You're in the clutches of justice, and very soon they will squeeze you. It's in your best interest to cooperate.
Fine. I suppose now we have a nice long talk. Do you drink, Mr.
Sherlock Holmes. And I do not.
Shame. All the best discussions are accompanied by a glass of whiskey. But out of respect for you, I won't drink either.
Respect? That's an unusual word in your mouth, Mr.
Where are my manners? My name is Thomas Norton, a British envoy in Cordona on a military mission. So, where do we start?
Boniface Mercurio. Does the name mean anything to you?
He's an artist, right?
The one responsible for the painting that compromises you. I found him dead in his room.
Oh, that is bad. Wait, you don't think that I have anything to do with this?
You had motive to kill him.
Maybe I did, but listen. I know how this looks, but murder? That's on another level. I had thoughts that this Mercutio...
Mercurio?
Well, him, yes. I thought he could have been the blackmailer. But I was too afraid to make any hasty decisions. There were plenty of ways to fail by making a move, so I chose to wait. To see what he would do next. You have to believe me.
I don't believe people, I believe evidence.
Then look at the evidence.
The painting that depicted you in the image of the devil was stolen by a mercenary. Did you have anything to do with it?
I might be a rotten person, sir, but hiring criminals for illicit purposes is not in my daily schedule.
And buying the painting in an attempt to hide the crime, is that on your daily schedule?
What would you do in my situation?
I would never put myself in such a situation.
You're young. I could never have imagined myself in my current position, yet here I am in front of you. We all make mistakes, Mr. Holmes, and I'm no exception.
You mentioned blackmail. Tell me about it.
All right. A couple of days ago, I received an anonymous letter. It said that in the art gallery at Caravansary there exists a painting that incriminates me. The blackmailer made it clear that if there is a painting, then a photograph exists too. And I should be wary of what it might do to my reputation.
What does the blackmailer want from you?
Money, of course. What else do such people want? Needless to say, I don't remember anyone taking photographs at the party. Up until the last moment, I hoped he was bluffing. But he wasn't, as you've just proven to me.
Show me the letter.
I burnt it as soon as I read it. I've left enough evidence. There's no need for any more.
So, let's return to the beginning. What happened at the party?
I vaguely remember that night. As usual at such parties, you meet people, you talk with them, they invite you to spend some time alone with them. What can I say? I got myself mixed up with the wrong company, and somebody must have mixed some psychoactive substance in my drink. After that, it's all blurry. I completely lost my sanity. I made a terrible mistake which I regret deeply.
You don't say. Do refugee girls often appear on the menu at those types of parties?
It's rather rare.
So you didn't attend the party to engage in an exotic experience involving a vulnerable woman unable to accuse you of assault?
I would never have planned such a terrible thing. What happened was just bad circumstance. Mr. Holmes, I've built my entire career on hard work and uncompromising dedication to the Crown. I made a mistake, but I'm not a villain from some cheap adventure fiction. By putting me behind bars, you will benefit precisely no one.
Rotting in prison is the least you deserve, but I have a better idea. You will make amends and help the ones you hurt.
Wait, what? Aren't they... Isn't Nicola part of the refugees?
Use your connections to help patriate the refugees, find them decent homes, give them jobs. There must be a meaning to your position and my decision.
Yes, all right, I can do that. So, will you give me the photograph now?
That's not all.
Oh, okay. Wait, what's the point of having the options if I'm going to do both anyways? Technically, it's not an option, right?
Nicola deserves the very utmost of what you can do.
Help the girl? I can't risk the press paying extra attention to her. I will do anything except that.
I need to think this all through. Don't do anything foolish in the meantime.
What makes you think you can decide what's best for these people?
Such is the arrogance of British imperialism. I take your point.
Alright, got more stuff to look at from the Mind Palace. Nicola is the woman in the photograph, we already know that. The envoy has offered to help the refugees in exchange for the photograph. The photo will ruin the envoy's career. If the assault comes to the public's attention, the envoy's career is finished. Alright. The envoy wants to hide the proof. The envoy's interest in the photograph is pragmatic. If he obtains it, nothing will threaten his reputation. Yeah, let's hold on to this for now. So, do I have anything to look at? Oh wait, hold on. Man found dead inside. Oh, okay. So this was talking about the tattoo, correct? Spencer Tewksbury at the refugee camp says that men tied to a certain Nicola Bernadotti possessed tattoos such as this one. Bernadotti is a local businessman from Scalati who is rumored to run a smuggling chain between colonies and the mainland. Well, you know what? If the inspector knows about that, then it's probably good to go to the police archives. So. Oh, hello. Alright. Anyways, where's the... There you go. Alright. And where's the Popo station? There we go. Alright, and... Here we are. I feel like I'm actually softly like getting back into this game. Look at this obvious picture of the devs. Probably not the devs, but it's probably the devs. I don't know. Anyone? Do these people look like game designers to you? I mean, you know, I have to admit, they're probably the least nerdiest game designers I've ever seen. By the way, this guy on the bottom left has two pictures. So does the guy in the fourth row up has two pictures. That guy must be cool. Right. So I got. Here we go. Okay, so the intruder's tattoo. So obviously it's gonna be smuggling. Suspects. I think it's Scalario, correct? Yep. Oh, sweet. Here we go. The Nicola Bernadotti questioning summary. Nicola Bernadotti, born 1834, is a businessman and patron well known in Cordona. The founder and owner of the Bernadotti Company Ltd. Fucking hell, abbreviation. Established, I guess, 1873. Main office, southeastern Scalario Bazaar Road near the crossing with Roman Road. Mr. Bernadotti was brought in for questioning on February 13th, 1876, after a tip-off from one of our anonymous sources. The source provided information that points to Mr. Bernardotti's connection to the smuggling of liquors and items of antique art between British colonies, Cordona, and the rest of the United Kingdom. People allegedly working for Mr. Bernardotti's company were previously linked to a number of unlawful activity, including robbery, violence, racketeering, and blackmailing. Mr. Bernardotti's was called in for questioning as a witness, since there is no tangible evidence available to serve any charge. During the questioning carried out by myself and Officer Booth, Mr. Bernadotti claimed to be unaware of any operations and facts provided by our source. No information could be obtained on his activities before he moved to Britain, documented or otherwise. As Mr. Bernadotti claims, up until 1873 he lived in Sicilia, Italy, where he had a vending business until he moved to London and began importing goods. Conclusion: it is not possible to incriminate Mr. Bernadotti with anything connected to the case. Inspector Herbert Ryder. Herbert.
An impressive slice of life. The police had a lot on him, and at the same time, nothing at all. Amateurs.
So the system suffers. All refugees are victims of the system. The situation they are in must and can be mended. There we go. Oh shit, whoa. Oh, so we're about to wrap up the case already. Damn, son. Alright, Right, so the envoy wants to secure his reputation. The British envoy violated Neela and the refugees are in the party were the photograph of the crime to be released. It would ruin his career, or perhaps I could use that leverage to help the refugee. Why would I not want to help the refugee camp? Merciless justice. The envoy can be neither trusted nor forgiven for what he did. Humiliation and ostracization. Basically, he's going to be ostracized from an outraged Cordona, or the least he deserves. Gives the photograph to Vogel so he can make everything public. Smaller evil for the greater good. Thomas Norton is the debaucher who's committed a terrible act. Even though he deserves to be brought to justice, I cannot overlook the opportunity to do greater good. Get the envoy a photograph and for the refugees legalization. Wow. Okay. Wow. This is definitely like you guys know when like say like a president has to make a very tough decision and he knows that it's going to please some people and then some other people are not going to be so pleased, you know, and you kind of have to like balance out like what's better for them. Let's be honest, alright? Let's go ahead and be straight up, alright? This bastard straight up deserves justice. You know, what you did, wrong. Don't ever do this, kids. Alright? Don't be a douchebag. Smaller evil for the greater good, though. But he gets away with it. Nah, cause he can just do it again. And he can also go back on his word. And again, just like Sherlock just said, he doesn't trust people, he trusts evidence. And so I think what is best is to make everything public. That's just me. Merciless justice. The envoy can neither be trusted. Okay, we just did this. Whoops, do it again. Alright, there we go. Alright, so what's next? The voice says that he was at the party, but he was drugged, so he barely remembers the event. He received a letter from an anonymous person who blackmailed Envoy, extorted money in exchange for the photograph. He claims himself guilty, but proposed a deal, but bring him. Nope. Okay, so now. Oh, okay, so let's see, we have our next objective, but this is where we can go ahead and end the episode. So, if you are currently following me, like, you know, like this is like the first day of the video coming out. I do also have a DVD video, or Dead by Daylight video if you don't know, coming out later today. So me and my friends just got back into Dead by Daylight, and we're still kind of trash, but I mean, you know, that's kind of where the fun is, because once you start getting really good and then you go against other players who are really good, that's where the problem starts crowding in, because it's such an unbalanced game. Let's be honest, we're not bullshitting here. But anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about that yeah, we got another video coming out later today, and pretty much for the rest of this week. So anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.